If you're looking to gain strength, these are the 3 steps that I would recommend following in order to achieve that goal. Hi, I'm Catherine. I'm the personal trainer and running coach of Kathletics. Here at Kathletics, we're all about meeting you where you are in your fitness so you can approach hybrid training in a sustainable way. In order to gain strength, we need to have a certain amount of training volume as well as frequency in order to achieve those goals. So the first thing I want you to do is to take a look at your calendar and decide how long you're going to focus on strength. In general, I would recommend taking about 2 to 4 months to focus on strength. During that time, you would have a 4 to 6 week program that you would follow before switching things up. For example, we do this in my hybrid training programs, so we have new programs every 4 weeks, at least in our Kathletics Trail and Sustainably Fit programs. One-on-one, of course, can vary. Once you have decided the duration of time that you are going to spend focusing on strength, then that's when we want to look at training frequency and really dial in how many days per week can you get that strength training in. If you are new, maybe starting with 1 to 2 days per week would be a good idea if you are a little bit more well-seasoned, or if you have a specific goal within that strength, I would aim for about 2 to 4 sessions per week. This is with the assumption that you are also doing cardio on the side to build or maintain your aerobic base, but in general, that 2 to 4 range is going to be a great place for you. Then from there, we'll take it to step number 3. In step number 3, this is where we just look at the specific days on their own. So within that training frequency, let's say you are doing 3 days of strength per week. At that point, I would probably recommend splitting that up into 3 full body days. This is going to allow you the training volume and frequency to hit those strength goals while also allowing yourself time to recover and maintain that cardiovascular system as well. To break down what you want to have in those full body days, let's take a look at the big picture. What are the movements or what are the muscle groups that you want to specifically grow your strength in? For example, if you're hoping to focus on your quads or your glutes or even your chest, that means that we are going to want to have some sort of squat, deadlift, and bench press all within those programs. Now, these are movements that I would recommend within any strength training program, but if you do have a goal that focuses around specific muscle groups, you do want to make sure that you are including those in your program. From here, let's go through what a full body workout may look like if you were trying to gain strength under one of my training programs. So, first things first, we want to make sure that we warm up. So within a warm up, I would choose 2 to 4 moves that you find beneficial for you. So in general, this might look like some cat-cow to get some spinal movement. We'll have some thoracic rotations to get into your back and also make sure that we're rotating. And then focus on any upper or lower body movement that you would find beneficial for you. From here, we want to have some power or explosive movement. You can think about doing squat jumps or box jumps or some sort of plyometric that's going to get those muscles and tendons firing. We want to do this at the beginning of your workout so we can make sure that we are prepared for the rest of the workout. So we're not doing plyometrics at the end of the workout where the CNS is already fatigued. After we're done doing that plyometric, power, or explosive movement, we are then getting into the first bit of the workout. So that is going to be your compound movement. Now, you may have more than one compound movement within that workout, and that is okay. Again, depending on your frequency or what your goals are or what moves you want to gain strength in, you may have more than one compound movement within that same day. But let's just assume that the first compound movement is a squat. So with that squat, you do your warm-up set, and then you have X amount of sets and or reps programmed for you. In general, for any type of main movement that is going to be within a strength phase, your rep range is likely going to be between 1 to 5, maybe up to 8 reps at most. And usually we're not at that 1 rep, we're usually between that 3 to 5. And then again, maybe going up to 8 and maybe going down to 1, depending on your goals. Moving on from your main movement or compound movement, then you would have your accessory movements. And these are going to be the exercises that either support your main movement or are going to support your overall goal within your strength program. This again may be another compound movement, or it could be something that's going to support that, like a single leg RDL. Again, if we are focusing on full body, you will likely see a push movement and a pull movement within that main grouping as well, being either a compound movement or an accessory. And then we get into our isolation moves. An isolation move is going to be something that is focused only on one muscle group. So for example, a bicep curl. So it's a single joint exercise and we are only focusing on a single muscle group. Again, depending on your frequency after the isolation moves, you may or may not have some core or some type of carry that is programmed as well. I will break down this formula down in the description below, so if you'd like to have a more visual version of it, that is where you can find that there. I also have tools like this on my Instagram that is also linked below. So to review, first thing that we want to do is identify how long of a duration we are going to focus on the strength program. Second thing we're going to focus on is the frequency, so deciding on our training availability and what that can look like within a week. And then from there, we're going to break it down on a single day basis. So again, having our warm up, our plyometric, our main movement or compound movement, and then we're going to follow that up with accessories, isolation, and or carries and core. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Otherwise, be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.